Lucy and the girls didn't see us, did they?
No, they were glued to the telly. Right, let's get this open.
Hold up. It's Lucy's bed. There, I'll put it there.
I don't think you should be here when we open it.
You must be joking.
Well, I'm frightened what we might find in there.
Shh. I think somebody might be listening at the door.
Who, for goodness sake?
I think it be Long John Silver and his scurvy crew.
Scott!
He's fast asleep. It's been a big day for him.
Well, I hope you don't think I've got ulterior motives. I like the kid.
Take the child by the hand and you've got the mother by the heart, eh?
You don't think I'd be that devious, do you?
No. But it's hard to forget others that have been.
And what you see is what you get with me, Lynn. And I don't pretend there's anything else.
It doesn't have to be. And I like what I see. Don't hurt yourself.
Well, get someone I can hit it with.
Just get it open.
Try this.
Oh, brilliant.
I'll do it.
Just a Bible.
Thanks for a good evening, Dad.
Hey, you're welcome. Really good night.
I'll ring you tomorrow.
Yeah, good night.
Dad.
Good night, Chris. Drive carefully, eh? It's really great to see him out and about.
It's marvellous. It's all about confidence. Just making up his mind that he can do it and being treated like everyone else.
All that for this. You're right, it was a nutter.
Well, I did try to warn you.
Well, at least we did it, son. And we did it properly, too.
What's that, another clue?
No, sorry, love.
What is it?
Well, it's a note for Scott.
No, not even a tenner.
Well, Scott, you've done it. Followed my trail, part of my life, and found my treasure. Be patient with me, son, and learn by my considerable mistakes. By following the trail, I've tried to show you the wrong path taken by me, so it'll be easier for you to see the right way. I took the easy way, making excuses and blaming everybody but myself for my failures. I was just a loser. It's always better doing things the straight way. It's better to own a post office than to rob one. Wise men learn by other people's mistakes. Fools by their own. Don't hate me for this, Scott. My mistakes are your treasures. May the Lord be with you. Love, Dad.
He really was a bit of a nutter, wasn't he?
We could have all been arrested for grave robbing.
Try explaining that to Lucy.
I really thought there'd be more than this.
There's still that divorce thing in the will. Maybe we can make a few bob out of that, eh?
Oh, we'll talk about it in the morning. I'm shattered.
You weren't even digging.
How long have you been up?
About an hour. Breakfast is ready if you're interested.
Oh, great. Ages since I've had breakfast in bed.
Well, you'll have to wait a lot longer if you want me to deliver it. It's too nice a morning not to eat outside. But that's if you're hungry.
I'm hungry.
Get it while it's hot. Shall I wake Peter up or what?
Perhaps not. Let him sleep. It'll do him good.
Well, as long as he doesn't waste the day, we're due to go for a hike. You want to come?
No. I need to see Frank Tate about some business.
Well, don't let that tucker cool down too much now, right?
I won't.
Who would have thought it's just a stupid Bible?
Don't say that, Scott.
Why not? You're not religious.
Look, I may not be a member of the Salvation Army, but it doesn't mean I've got no respect for the Bible and what other people think. There's a lot of sense in the Bible. There's a lot of sense in that note your dad left you. You should keep it. Read it now and again.
Better to own a post office than rob one. It's you that owns the post office, not me. He was off his head. What a bloke to have for a dad.
As far as the post office goes, me and my family own it. OK? Son? All right, Scott? My son.
Everything all right?
Yeah. Let's get back home. We've got a post office to run, remember?
Well, we'd better get back there and make sure there's a farm for us to come home to.
I don't like leaving you here on your own.
Well, it's got to be done. It's not as if you're never coming back, and there's always the phone.
You let me know what's happening. The slightest thing.
Of course I will.
All right. Bye.
Bye. That was a great breakfast. Thank you.
You're welcome. More tea, madam?
No, thanks. I've made my mind up.
Well, lady, if you don't want tea, fair enough. I'm not trying to talk you into it.
Do you still want us to come with you?
Oh, if that's what you really want.
What have I got to lose? I'm rich. Frank Tate will jump at the chance of buying me out of the sports club. I won't get the full market price, but I don't care. Let's go for it.
And Peter?
If I'm all right, and I intend making sure I am, then he'll be fine. He thinks a lot of you, and I think we'll all get on well together. But I'll always put me and him first.
What sort of mother wouldn't? If it works, great. If it doesn't, then at least we can say we've looked over the horizon together.
Yeah.
All right, Joe. Ned Glover, as I live and breathe. Hang on. How you doing?
Yeah, struggling on, same as the rest, I suppose.
What brings you up to this neck of the woods?
I used to be down to an auction at Huddersfield. I'm after changing that, but there's nothing there that took me fancy. Well, my pocket more like, and I'm looking for work.
All right. One farm not big enough these days?
I won't have a farm in a couple of days.
What's happened?
We've farmed that land for 4 generations, and it's been sold from under us by a pension fund, would you believe?
Terrible. You don't get out?
Yeah. Building a bypass, golf course. Good arable land like that, and that's what they're doing to it.
It's unbelievable. I mean, there's talk of building a dry ski slope round here somewhere. If they can make you redundant, they will do.
It's all madness to me, Joe, it really is.
So what are you going to do?
It's a caravan up, put the family in the back, and look for some work. What's the situation like around here?
Same as anywhere else, I suppose.
Where did that plane come down?
All over. Main part of wreckage here, that field there.
As soon as it came on the news, I said to my Jan, it'll be on Sugden land, that.
Yeah, how is your Jan?
Ah, she's all right in herself, but she deserves better. She's worried to death at the moment, wondering what's going to happen to the kids. Have you been practicing for the ploughing championships then, or have you just run out of diesel?
I've been practicing and getting worse. In fact, I'm off for a pint soon. Want to join me?
I'll have a pint of orange juice with you, Joe.
All right, just get these put away and then off we go. Go on.
Couple of sound horses, these, you know, aren't they?
Go on, Blossom. You reckon?
Aye, I've always had a good eye for horses and women.
I bet you didn't check your Jan's teeth the first time you met her.
Still got on my fingers.
Are you sure?
Oh, please take it. It'll only be wasted if you don't. And you enjoy a day at the races, don't you?
Well, why don't we both go?
Well, it would be a bit upsetting without Shirley. It was her favourite day out.
Well, if you're sure. The company won't object to you passing it on.
No, they won't know. They don't check identity as long as you've got the badge.
Oh, well, I thank you. I appreciate it. I might even ask Mrs. Bates if she'd care to join me.
Do you know, I knew you were going to say that. I could hear Shirley saying to me, give the invitation to Eric and suggest he takes Caroline with him. Well, I wouldn't presume, of course, but it's a good idea. She's very good company.
Well, I think this calls for a couple of brandies. I insist.
Oh, well, it's one of those occasions where the customer is right. Although I did have a couple earlier, just to settle my stomach.
Good heavens. Talk about an omen.
What's that?
Oh, don't make light of things, but seems to be more than just a coincidence.
Shirley's lad.
Yeah?
It's Even's favourite.
More than just a coincidence. Mark my words, this is a horse you got to back, boy.
I think you're right. And back it with conviction. I shall put £100 on to win.
You sure?
I've never been more sure of anything in my life. I can feel Shirley's hand in this. I shall go and phone the bet in now.
Like a man who can make up his own mind and see it through?
Oh, well, we'll be celebrating later. Oh, are you having lunch here today, by the way?
No, not hungry. You just place your bet and enjoy the afternoon, eh?
Oh, it's Alan Turner here from the Woolpack. I want to put £100 to win on Shirley's lad. That's in the
3:30.
The 3:30.
Oh, hello. I'm impressed.
What with?
The books. The place is doing better than I ever expected. I take it that is why you asked me to meet you here, to gloat a little?
Not really. I've come so you can make me an offer I can't refuse.
How do you mean?
I want you to buy me out. You can see how well the place is doing.
Buy you out? Why on earth would you want me to do that?
Because if we can agree on a deal, I intend to move to the other side of the earth.
Do you want to start at the beginning?
All right. I know this is going to sound crazy. I don't need you to tell me that. But I've decided to uproot and move to Australia with Sven.
Lynn, that's not just crazy, it's... You can't be serious.
I can and am. Do you want to buy me out?
No, of course I don't. I want to talk you out of this madness.
I'm afraid I've made my mind up.
Shirley's lad now length clear from the Farder as they enter the last furlong. Shirley's lad still a length clear and the Farder seems to be struggling. Shirley's lad now 2 lengths clear of the fading of Farder, but here comes a late run from Broadway Star. Shirley's lad from Broadway Star. Shirley's lad and Broadway Star now neck and neck 50 yards from home. Broadway Star takes it half a length from Shirley's lad.
What are you doing?
I thought I was allowed out as long as I didn't scare the horses. I'm meeting Zoe for a late lunch.
Ah, good. It's great to see you out and about again. Zoe may be a bit later than you think. She said she'd drop in the home farm and take a look at Peggy for me. She won't be long, just some antibiotics.
It's no problem. I was thinking about having a talk to Dr. McAllister anyway. So I'll leave a message for Zoe in the pub and go and see him.
Why? What's wrong?
I need to know my physical limitations.
I thought they explained all that to you in the hospital.
I wasn't listening to them.
And now you think it's time to? OK, I'll leave you to it. I might call into the Woolpack myself later, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
were without Jack, see, without going, but don't bank on us. Everyone's feeling the pinch round here.
I know only too well, Joe. I'm just grateful you've given us a little bit of hope. I haven't seen you two since Appleby Fair.
Yeah, what's that, 3 years ago?
5.
Never.
Afraid so. Last fight I had that. Then my Jan decided it was time for me to retire, so I still didn't take her, and I thought I'd pack it in.
Glad to hear it. You must have won a fair bit of money at it, though.
Yeah, not really. A few side bets and the like. Caravan was the biggest thing I won, and thank God I did now that we need it. I won that from Gypsy Jan Grady.
I know. We were there and you fought well. Mind you, that bare-knuckle fighting that you did, I mean, it's bad enough with gloves on, but that...
I am best out of it. But of all the men I fought, won or lost, there ain't one of them I won't be happy to have a pint with if he walked in here right now.
Well, you can't be fairer than that.
I'll do a bit of arm wrestling now, you know, just for fun.
Just for fun? I mean, have you never heard of darts or dominoes or shove halfpenny? Out like that?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, Joe, what are you having?
I'm all right, thanks. You remember Ned, don't you?
Yeah, sure you do, mate.
Oh, not bad.
You look very pleased with yourself, if you don't mind me saying so.
Me and Lynn are just knocking back a few beers by way of celebration.
Celebration? Made your mind up?
Sure have, cupboard.
I don't know. They come over here, pinch our jobs, teach our women rotten accents.
Oh, she sounded right to me, mate.
So you finally talked around.
In like Flint.
Am I right in thinking you decided to go back down under with Sven?
He's persuaded me there's life after Emmerdale.
Well, I'll be sorry to see you go. I'll really miss you. And I wish you all the best luck in the world. Oh, you too, then.
Rachel, why are the magazines out of reach?
It's to stop kids. Oh, I'm sorry, Chris. Which one do you want?
Look, I just want to be able to reach and choose my own.
I'm sorry. We had a kid throw them all over the floor the other week, and I'm busy enough.
I don't want to throw them. I just want to kill time waiting. I'm waiting to see the doctor.
It's not my fault he's still on his rounds. Now, if you'll just be patient.
Looks like I've no choice, doesn't it?
There you go, Peg. You'll be right as rain in a few days.
Good, thanks.
That's okay. Well, I better get down to the Woolpack. I think I stood him up.
Oh, don't worry about him. I told him you were going to drop in here first. It's doing good to sit there for a while and sort out the world's problems with the barroom philosophers. It's great to see him out and about.
It's the best medicine for him.
I said I'd drop in there myself later, if you don't mind me intruding.
Not at all. I'd be glad to see you there.
Good. I've got to see Jack Sugden first and sort out some heritage farm business, now that he's home.
Go easy on him, won't you? He's got a lot on his mind at the moment, what with worrying about little Victoria.
Zoe, you don't need to remind me what a worry children are. But I do have a business to run.
Talking of business, haven't you forgotten something?
You wouldn't.
Well, it's the way I've been brought up. These drugs don't grow on trees, you know.
How much?
£5.50. I won't charge you for a house call, seeing as I live here.
Will you take 10?
I've got change.
Doesn't look very appetising, does it?
It's all right. Can I ask you something?
Yeah, of course you can.
What is it?
It's stew.
But there's no dumplings.
No, it's not quite as good as your mum's cooking, is it?
Mum should be home, Dad.
Oh, in a few weeks. Victoria can't be rushed.
She will be all right, won't she?
Yeah, of course she will.
Sorry I'm late. Hope you didn't think I was going to stand you up.
Sensitive choice of phrase?
He's been in that mood ever since he arrived.
Oh, well, I'm sorry to depress you, Rachel, but it's a bit of a downer when you're barred from your long-time local.
You've been banned from the Woolpack.
Yes,
Why?
because this thing doesn't perform too well going up and down stairs.
Why didn't you tell me that's why you were in a bad mood?
Because I have to learn to deal with it.
Along with everyone else. It would be so simple just to put a ramp in at the pub.
And make magazines more accessible. I'm sorry, Chris. Maybe we should all go round in a wheelchair for a day. Make us realise how difficult it is.
That's a bit drastic. Anyway, where shall we eat? Know any good ramps anywhere?
Does Alan Turner know of this problem?
Not from me, and I'm not begging him.
It's not a question of begging. It's a simple human right.
Look, as far as I'm concerned, I just want to eat. Shall we go?
What about seeing the doctor?
Either later, tomorrow. Look, I'm really hungry. Seriously, do we know of a place with a ramp round here?
Well, we'll just have to drive round a bit.
It's ridiculous. Every public place should have facilities. If you don't tell Alan Turner, I will.
I'll leave it up to you, then.
Right. And I won't rest there. As I go around the village, I'll try to imagine what it's like to be you.
You've fired her up now.
Yeah, and I'm sorry about being snappy earlier.
Well, I probably deserved it. I usually do.
Come on, Chris. I can't stand it when you're being noble. See you, Rachel.
Yeah, bye.
See you later.
Bye.
Right then, Joe. I'd best get off before the temptation of something stronger than orange juice gets to me.
So we're on then?
Fine by me. Now, you're sure you don't have to square it with your Jack?
If I say there's going to be work, there's going to be work. I can't say how much or how long for, but at least there'll be something.
Well, I'm looking for something permanent, but it'll get us on.
See you in a day or two.
OK.
So, when are you actually going, then?
Now I've made my mind up as soon as possible.
Sounds like you can't wait to get away.
Oh, it's nothing personal, Joe. At least not with you. But I must admit there'll be some people I'll be glad to see the back of.
Care to name names?
They'll know who they are.
Sounds ominous.
Oh, Frank, I didn't mean you.
Glad to hear it.
I suppose you'd be buying her share in the sports club then, Frank.
You look after your business and we'll look after ours.
Unfortunately, your business interests all too often interfere with the rest of us.
What do you mean by that?
I mean your insatiable lust to make money at any cost. The cost of us, the village, the environment.
I think you better explain yourself.
Leave it, Frank. Can't you see he's had a drink?
You insinuating something?
Listen, forget all this. I'm officially inviting you all to my leaving do at the sports club on Thursday night. Be there.
You still haven't explained yourself, Eric.
It doesn't need explaining. It's going to blight the whole skyline soon for all the world to see. I'm talking about Kim's plan for the dry ski slope.
Don't you dare lecture me. You who ripped the welfare fund off over that picture. You've got a damn cheek.
Market forces over which I have no control.
Grand theft, more like.
Look, gentlemen, please. This is getting embarrassing. You're both friends of mine. Now, can't we just enjoy each other's company?
Sorry, Alan. Not on this occasion.
I'm going to miss all this.
Though I may agree with your sentiments, I cannot condone the way you express them.
I won't be a minute. I've just thought of an essential ingredient for my leaving do.
I only said what everybody else is thinking.
But it was the way you said it.
Hello? Yes, I'd like to book the Nobbies for Thursday night, please. Yeah. I want the really wicked show.